Check out this amazing redstone castle. It is truly fit for a king. Woo! Yo, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to our Minecraft world. Today we are going to be taking a look at the largest redstone castle in MCPE. Now obviously this thing is right in front of me. It is very hard to miss, and it is absolutely huge. I mean, just check this thing out. Let's go down to the ground to get a good sense of scale. I mean, that is ginormous, and it's also filled with a lot of cool redstone. So if you guys like amazing maps like this and you want to see more, be sure to go down and punch that like button. Let's aim for over 500 likes on this video. I know you guys could do it, as well as don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button to join the notification squad and get a notification when I post a video. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at this castle. Now, we did get a good look at the front, so let's go ahead and just take a look at the rest of the building in detail. Now, as you guys can see, just over here in this corner, we have a lot of these large decorative blocks, which gives the building so much character and a lot of detail from a distance. So it's like you're looking at an HD building. I really love this because the creator that's on my build team didn't really make like a boring castle. He made a lot of detail into it, and just from looking at this one side of the building, I mean, it looks really cool. In my opinion, may be biased to some of you, but I mean, I just love this build. Now the back is even better because we have a huge glass window that's looking into our courtyard, or is that what you would call the inside of a castle? But either way, it's looking in there, and what's also cool about this is that you can see my sigil, which is sort of on a shield on the other side of the interior of that building, and you can see it through the back. So I think that's really awesome, and I love how he incorporated my logo and made it into a sigil. And then we have another side over here, which is basically identical to the right side of the building, and yeah, that just looks really cool. Then we also have the roof up here, just to give you guys a good look at everything. And yeah, that's pretty much our castle. I really love it, and it's definitely fit for a king. Okay, so we do have some defenses at the top section, but before we get to that, let's go ahead and take a look at our first bit of redstone, which is going to be right at the front. Now this redstone can be activated when you download the map by first destroying these blocks. So let's go ahead and just destroy those blocks. Now to activate this creation, you want to point the diamond swords towards the center. So the left one is pointed towards the right, and the right one is going to be pointed towards the left. You simply click on that to change the position, and once they're both pointed in the correct configuration, it will start moving those blocks and create an escalator. Now obviously the left one will move up, and then the right one will move you down. So we can go ahead and step on this, and then we get moved up towards our castle. So yes, the king has a luxurious escalator, redstone escalator, which is so cool. And sometimes it does crash, so if you crash here, I do apologize, but we did make it to the top fine, and then you could just step back over there to go back towards the bottom. It might be a bit slower, but who has to walk when you have an escalator in your ginormous castle? Either way, let's enter through the front door, and straight away, as you guys can see, the view is breathtaking. We have that very large window above the throne, as well as we have a bit of redstone here at the front door. Now this redstone is just going to be lighting. As you guys can see, near our pillars we have a bunch of crafting tables, which could be used obviously to craft items of your choice. And then we have some buttons over here, which basically swaps out our crafting tables for our redstone lamps. So the redstone lamps will be activated and give our hallway some lighting. Okay, so we need to go ahead and click on this button to change the redstone lamps on that side. So let's just go ahead and do that. There you go, and it takes quite some time because the block swapper is kind of tricky, but I may have to go outside and turn off the escalator in order for this to work, since there's a lot of redstone going on right now. So let's just go ahead and just change the combination for that. The escalator should turn off, and then we could go back inside and try this one more time. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and hit that button. And as you guys can see, it will change all of these to redstone lamps, but for some reason that side isn't turning to redstone lamps. It was working for me when I tested the map, so maybe when you guys download it, you could tell me if it works or not. I really do apologize for that, but let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of this building. Obviously, we have the throne right in front of us. It's a golden throne, which I think is so amazing. It's fit for a king. It's a gigantic throne, by the way. You sit on this, and then you get a nice view of all of your subjects, which they'll be on like the second and third floor. They'll be looking at you while you're making your speeches and declarations. And also, we have that sigil right at the center, which is awesome. I personally think it's awesome because it's my own logo created into a sigil, and again, that is biased, but I mean, imagine your own like Minecraft thing there. You know, you can just replace it to whatever you like. That's really cool. But either way, That's pretty much the throne and the view from the throne. I think it's just, you know, perfect eye level and everything. Then we could go up towards the 3rd floor, like the very top section. There's a ladder to go up here on the right and the left hand side if you guys want to do that. But since I'm on creative mode, I'm just going to fly. And you could also use that to go to the 2nd and 3rd floor. So up here, we basically have our defenses as well as, you know, some storage areas. And this defenses is basically just going to be some of our rapid arrow dispense systems. So to activate this, we basically flick that lever. And once you flick that lever, it's going to start shooting out arrows towards the ground. This is going to be very menacing towards your enemies. And if someone sees this shooting out of the castle, they will not want to come towards this direction. Because take a look at that. That thing is going to terrify anyone who's trying to attack and create a very lovely distraction. Once again, you may need a very good device in order to run this because it does shoot like potioned arrows dipped in potion, so it's going to basically set off a lot of particles, and you will need a very strong device in order to render all of those particles. So just be warned, don't get too close to the particles because it might crash your game. But if you have a good device, you don't need to worry about it. Anyways, that is basically the top section of our castle, but we have more hidden beneath, of course, because we have some redstone. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this hidden redstone. And to activate this creation, we need to come over here to the throne, hit that button, and once we hit that button, it's going to open up a hidden area right on our throne seat. So how cool is this? The king has his own hidden area. You drop down, and then once you're down here, you could basically go down the staircase, and then this staircase will lead to a hidden area. Now down here, we have ourselves some storage chests on the left hand side, and also some areas to smelt our items on the right side. And we walk down to another level where we have 3 different redstone creations, one on the left, one on the right, and one right in front of us. Now this right in front of us is going to be a very fun game that a super rich king would play. You basically have a bunch of different items over there, and to get your items, you would just grab a bow and arrow and shoot some arrows towards it to retrieve your items. So I mean, having diamonds, tons and tons of diamonds is cool, but it's boring just to go into your chest and get 100 of them. You may want to just shoot or make a fun game out of it by shooting your arrows towards some buttons and retrieving it through a hopper system. So let's go ahead and try to play this. I'm gonna try to shoot towards our diamonds and some emeralds and maybe get some food as well. So let's just shoot an arrow towards that button. There you go. We got ourselves 1 diamond there. We're gonna grab ourselves 2 emeralds. There you go. And then we're gonna grab ourselves maybe one of our clownfish and one of our salmon as well. Let's go ahead and hit that. Boom, there you go. And then one of our raw salmon. We could cook that in our furnace back there, as well as maybe a gunpowder. That might come in handy. And we could also grab ourselves another one of these maybe clay blocks. Who knows? Let's just grab any random items at the moment. You could shoot any of these things and get the, you know, rewards for it, but I'm just testing out a couple of random ones. And as you guys can see, inside of our chest, we have ourselves our bricks, as well as we have ourselves a diamond and 2 emeralds. I think this was in here before when I was testing it, the nether bricks, so don't mind that. Now inside of this chest, we have ourselves our clownfish, our gunpowder, as well as we have a raw salmon. I think I got 2 clownfish from firing arrows twice at that thing. I thought I missed it, but apparently I got it. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at our next creation. On the left hand side, this is going to be another dispense system. Yet again, fit for a king. What's so cool about just reaching into a chest and grabbing any potion that you like? We need a vending machine system. Now, if you guys don't know what a vending machine system is, it's basically an item frame redstone creation, and it basically uses the configuration of the item frame to select items. So what's cool about this is that any items that are basically pointed with the diamond sword will be selected. So say for instance I want to select the poison potion, I would just point this diamond sword towards that poison potion and it will select it. And if I want to get the potion of invisibility, I will just point the diamond sword towards it and it will select it. So that's basically how that works. It's really cool, and instead of having an arrow there, I have a diamond sword because I'm just such a rich king. But yeah, I'm going to point it towards the invisibility potion, hit that button, and we'll add it into our dispensers. Then we walk onto our dispensers and boom, it pops out our invisibility potion. So there you go. That's really cool. And then let's get ourselves another potion. This is going to be a poison potion. Hit that button, it adds it into our dispensers, and when we step on it, it should push that out. So there you go, that is basically how that works. We have, of course, 8 different potions that we could get from that redstone system. It's pretty cool, especially for MCPE. I know stuff could be more complex in PC, but I think this is very neat and it adds a lot of character into the world. Now on this side, we have ourselves a hidden area that's basically hidden behind a very cool waterfall door. And when you flick this lever, it's going to get rid of that water. And then it will fall down into like a area over there. We jump on over and then enter this space. On this side, we basically just have some buttons which don't do really anything. They just light up those redstone lamps. We have like a place to cook and smelt your items, and just some decorative fire, as well as some other decoration blocks over here. And then this really cool area, which looks like a fan in the ground. You just step over here and just get, cooled off or something like that. I don't know, it's just a really fun thing, and it looks quite nice. But yeah, that's pretty much this area. Not a lot of redstone besides the waterfall itself. Then you come back over here, flick that lever, and our waterfall is recreated. Now there's still a few more things over here. If you guys notice, there's a bunch of glass and water at my feet, and inside this area we actually have some chests. Now in order to see this better, I'm going to drink this night potion. You don't really need this if you're playing the game, but I'm just going to do it for the sake of the video. We're going to drink that night potion. It's going to make everything a lot brighter. We're going to open up this area, then jump on in, and as you guys can see, we have our storage area inside of our water over here. So it's a very odd place to have our storage area, since if you're playing on survival mode, you will run out of breath. But either way, that's basically how you get to all of these storage chests, and you can open them. As you guys can see, we have just 6 of them just on this side. So yeah, that's a lot of storage. As well as we do have our bedroom located in the space, and to get to our bedroom, we basically just want to grab ourselves a redstone torch and place it onto that redstone lamp. It will break and open up a 2x2 piston door. I mean, take a look at that, so cool. And we could come on through and then hit that button to reclose it and hide the area again. And then we could walk into our bedroom and take a look at this, guys. It's a very small bedroom, but it's pretty cool. We have some more storage chests, as well as a bed and 2 enchantment tables. And that's basically the king's quarters. He's very protected under his castle, which is also defended from the top. And this is also a hidden area that pretty much no one would figure out. But either way, that is the bottom section of our castle. So there you have it, guys, the largest redstone castle in MCPE. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to yet again crush that like button. Also, you can take a look at some other cool redstone maps by clicking on the videos on your screen, as well as don't forget to subscribe to see what I post next. This was Twiistz, and I'll see you guys next time.